Okay, today we're continuing our work on the entertainer, and we are at the third part of the tutorial. If you've been following along with my other tutorials, you have hopefully just learned how to play the part that ends like this. I won't play the whole thing. And that little lead in. You want to hear the next part, which is what we're going to be working on today, and it sounds like this. So I'll play the very end of that last part just so you hear how it comes in. And oops. And back in. So what you'll hopefully have noticed by now is that the ends of each of these parts have like a little lead in. They have these little parts which let the listener anticipate what's going to come next and sort of be right along with them as they move into the parts. That's part of the style of the song. So the part that we're learning today, coming right out of that second part, you'll notice the first half of that part is exactly like the first half of the part that I taught you in the second tutorial. So you already know this part. I'll go through it really quickly just as a refresher. So you've got this little lead in, and then you've got like this C chord that you're bouncing with your left hand while your right hand plays E and C and bounces between these E's and these C's. To G's here, C7, F, and then E's. So that is exactly the same as the part before. Hopefully your hands will just recognize it. Now the part that's different, the part that we need to learn today really, sounds like this. And I'm gonna, I'll play it up here, but I'll show it to you down here. So it sounds like this. And here's our little lead in. So even at the end of this part that we're learning, there's this ba, 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 like a lead into the next part, which we'll learn in a different tutorial. All right. So that part we really need to learn, we really need to focus on for this part. In the right hand, what I'm doing is just probably off camera is, I'll try to get my fingers out of the way, but it's hard. So what we've got going on there is, it's kind of like an A minor, but it's missing some parts. So in your thumb, with your right thumb, play an A. With your two, play a C. And with your pinky, play another A. I know this is a big stretch for some folks. Now your two finger, for the next couple chords, is going to stay right where it is on that C. And you're going to move your outside fingers, your thumb and your pinky, down to G and then G flat. So, okay? Ba, ba, ba. As soon as you hit that third one, you're not going to be using this middle part anymore. So A, C, and A, G, C, and G, G flat, C, and G flat. And as soon as you hit that third one, you're sort of lifting this finger out of here, and you're just going to be in octaves. And the octaves are going to go G flats, A, C, E, D, C, A, D. I don't know how much of that is on the camera on the top. I'm going to write it up above here, the pattern of the octaves. So all together, I'll do it really slow. My knuckles are hitting some of the notes here, but hopefully you can see what's going on there. So meanwhile, your left hand is doing something a little bit different as well. So as you're coming down here with this first part, these first three notes, you're going to be... your left hand is going to be sliding from these E flats into Ds, and when you play the first two chords in your right hand, you're holding E flats, and when you play that third chord, the G flats and the C, then you're playing Ds in your left hand. All right, so that's just the first three, and your right hand, remember, is going to start bouncing up here. And while it does that, your left hand is going to do sort of a stride thing again. So let me give you the lead in. because my hands are too close, normally you want to play this 2 octaves apart, but just so you can see it on the camera, I'm going to show it to you in... Well, I already showed you the right hand, so I'm going to actually get the right hand out of here and just show you to what the left hand is doing, all right? So one more time to lead in. Alright, so let me explain what the left hand is doing. You've got E flats, D's, then you come up here and you play a D7, so D, F sharp, A, and C. And then what you're going to do is basically play that chord twice, but you're bouncing pinky and then top 3. So first you've got octaves down here for the D's. Come up here and complete the whole chord. And then the second time through, you're going to play just the root and then complete the chord. So it sounds like this in context. Oops. And then you're going to end by playing a G and a B with your left hand, right as you hit that D with your right hand. Okay? And then to end this sequence, you're going to jump down that little lead into the next part. It's going to be octaves G, A, B. What could be easier? When you hit that B, you're going to start with your right hand. D, E flat, or D, D sharp, D, ba, 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 ba. Alright, so that's the part that you really need to work on for today. That little... Oops, missed a note. Plus the stuff. All together in 2 octaves if I can, nice and slowly. I'm going to show you best I can, and then it's going to be on you to go practice, all right? So that, let's see, maybe I'll just show you I'm just going to show you the second part. Yeah, and you really want to hear it end, right? But hopefully I'll let you leave that as like the cliffhanger so you'll go and actually practice. Alright, so that's the tutorial. I really hope it helped you. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.